and welcome to The Rest is Football with Micah Richards, Alan Shearer and me, Gary Lineker. And it's one of those nights where we've just watched England without any frustration. It's a beautiful thing. We'll come to England's demolition of Serbia shortly, but first, it feels like a while, just with these international breaks. Well, I haven't spoken to you both. Micah, you've clearly not had a hair trim because you've got your Che Guevara hat on.
Correct. You know me very well now.
Yeah.
No trim. I'm not getting a trim till tomorrow. So yeah, that's why I've got a hat on.
Yeah.
For anyone who's watching.
Yeah. And Alan, I recorded a podcast this morning for The Rest is Football La Liga with Alex Aljo.
Yeah.
And she tells me you turned down the possibility of being her partner in a paddle game, playing against Trent Alexander-Arnold and his brother.
That is very true because I was at Loch Lomond last week, as you know.
Yeah.
And I've never, ever, ever done this in my life. And I played golf 7 days on the spin. 7 days.
7.
And my knees and my ankles
I thought that was the tennis that did that.
Back are absolutely smashed. So I'd said to her, as much as I would love to, and I hate saying no to the invite, but I just can't play because I'm still in pain. My knees are killing me.
Yeah, so you're in Portugal, yeah?
Yeah.
Away.
Yeah. I love international breaks. I think we should have one a month for the next. They are brilliant, aren't they?
I used to think that with Match of the Day, because obviously I used to host that show. I don't know whether either of you can remember. And I used to really look forward to the international. I used to think I was the only person pretty much in the country that did, because mostly, I mean, fans hate it, don't they? I mean, they just want to watch their teams play. I mean, I think I understand if it's a big competition with England, we all get behind it. You know, England are practically almost certainly qualified for the World Cup now, which is great, and we can enjoy that. But the qualifying state of things now, particularly I think with the way European football is now and the qualifiers, I mean, you very, very rarely play a competitive game, do you?
No, that's right. I mean, they're not. I mean, I thought England were outstanding tonight, but what was the first game of the weekend was pretty
turgid.
It was. It was poor. It was slow. It was everything that we don't like about international football, I guess. It's miles away from the hustle and bustle of the Premier League, but we've all been there. We've all been and played in those type of games, and they are tough, aren't they? It's because of the expectation, because of the timing of the games in terms of the season just beginning, all of those things. But yeah, it is tough. But I thought tonight was brilliant.
Yeah.
Are you two a little bit annoyed that you don't get to play in this era with all the average teams in the qualifying? You score so much more goals, should I say?
We scored a few anyway, and against proper opposition. We don't think like that at all. Honest, we don't. Honest.
The way he led with that question, I knew what he was going at. I mean,
it is crazy though, isn't it, when you're seeing all these goals being scored? And I mean, Haaland's got 5, and the sub comes on, and he scores. He's got 4 goals, and like there's goals being scored left, right, and centre everywhere, isn't there?
Yeah. I mean, just to be honest, that's not a serious point, but it's because obviously they've allowed so many more countries in. And also, you know, like say, for example, Serbia tonight. I played I certainly in Belgrade. I think it was the same stadium when I think we needed a point to qualify for the Euros, in 1988, and it was in 87. And we actually went and played Yugoslavia. Now that's all the countries of the Balkans, because obviously after that there was the war, and then it split up, and you've got, I don't know how many, 4 or 5 nations that have emerged, but they're obviously not as strong as Yugoslavia were as a bloc. You've got a similar situation, of course, with the USSR. The old Russia was all of these countries together, including, of course, Ukraine back then. So that, you know, they split up, and then you've got so many more different countries, some of them still strong, and some of them less so, and then they've allowed, you know, like the likes of Gibraltar in, for example, and Andorra and all these. So therefore, you're going to have qualification groups now that are relatively weak. You might get unlucky with a draw and end up with a difficult one. But England have obviously, they're cruising, aren't they? They're really cruising. So, but it's a valid argument, because in the old days, the qualifiers were always against. I mean, I think the weakest team, which is, you wouldn't say they're ever a weak country, was someone like maybe Turkey, Poland. That's as you wouldn't ever play it.
San Marino, they were around, yeah.
No, I don't think so.
No?
If they were, I didn't play against them. I don't know when they started playing international football. We didn't. I don't think so. A bit latterly, but. So there you go, Micah. I mean, I'm sorry, but that's. Do you know what? It doesn't bother me one jot. It doesn't genuinely. I just want England to be successful. I want people to score goals. I like entertaining goal scoring football, but often the games are not, that entertaining. Although I thought England played really well tonight. It was much more encouraging against a team that have got some very good players that were made not to look very good this evening. I also played with the coach, Dragan Stojkovic, in Japan for a season.
Just why you mentioned them, I think you're totally right, guys, in terms of Serbia. They've got a decent spine. Got Milenkovic at Forest. Yeah. You've got Pavlovic.
Never a red card, by the way.
Milan. It was never a red card, was it? I mean, the game was already done and dusted, but they had no chance of getting back into it, did they? Lukic in midfield as well. Yeah. Vlahovic up front. Mitrovic comes on. Yeah. They had some decent players, but I think we just got to give credit to England. They were the better team. Although it wasn't a red card, it didn't matter in the end. No. I just thought they was outstanding. I thought the way... Normally when you watch international football, it's slow, isn't it?
Yeah.
And at times, it was slow, but then the pace picked up in the final third with the movements. And what struck me in that game, and we was talking about Kane, and I know we would go back to the Kane thing, but when you've got willing runners ahead of you, it works.
Which is what did we ever say that in the Euros? I can't remember. Only about 1 million times. Yeah.
But I just thought Gordon was outstanding. I thought Rodgers was brilliant. Yeah. I thought Madueke, in terms of the scrutiny that's been on him when he went to Arsenal, and he goes there and people are saying he's not worth the money, he's not even that good. But to get his head down and put in performance like that, he's obviously better on the right than he is on the left. Kane, again, does what Kane does. But my favourite, a man of the match tonight was Declan Rice.
Declan Rice and Rodgers, I thought, were terrific in that. And Anderson. In fact, the midfield three, I thought were all really excellent.
The delivery, though, of Declan Rice.
He's so good, isn't he?
The delivery is just ridiculous. He puts it on a sixpence every time. If it's not for Arsenal, it's for England. He knows exactly what to do with it. He puts a little bit of bend, a little bit of swerve, or he's got that lofty one as well. Swaz! He's got everything in his armoury. I just thought, watching Rice tonight, and even though he should have scored a couple of goals tonight, it's the way he arrives in the box. He always knows where to be, the timing of his run. Him as a number 8, England are a way better team.
And that just tells you how important the set pieces are, because it wasn't great up until then, and then all of a sudden you get the set piece and he whips that ball in. Kane gets away from his man or whoever it was trying to mark him. Not many people around him. It was a great header. And then tails are up and confidence, and then another one, and then all of a sudden it's everyone wants the ball, the belief's there, the confidence is there. And I enjoyed that game as much as I have any qualifier for a long time.
I was going to say exactly the same thing, Alan, because I actually sat down tonight and I thought, oh, this is going to be fairly dull, I think. It's going to be a little bit, like we've seen from England for quite a long time, including most of the Euros. But I quite like the way that Tuchel handles himself in press conferences. I think he's got a confidence. He's got a bit of humour. He's clearly enjoying it. And Yeah, and the fact I understand that he quite enjoys a bit of banter with the public around and stuff like this. I like the way he's approached it. And obviously it always helps when you get results. After the weekend, we thought, it was another fairly drab. But, we know what it's like when you're just playing against, 11 players in their own box pretty much the whole game. And on those circumstances, I was going to suggest that someone like Trent Alexander-Arnold will be very helpful when you're playing against teams with that kind of low block because of his delivery. But we'll all have our own ideas and the things. But I don't think he lets those sort of things bother him at all. I've been impressed, really.
He's been around the block. I thought he was... do you know, even looking at his interviews that he did yesterday, pre-game, I think he was all smiles, all confidence, as if he knows what's coming. And he's, as I said, he's been around the block. He knows his way around it. So very, very experienced. And that was as good as I've seen in the qualifying game tonight. So all good from an England point of view.
You mentioned Trent, didn't you, Gaz? But Reece James, over the 2 games, he was outstanding. Imagine having a fully fit Reece James and a fully fit Trent for the World Cup. It can cause you all sorts of damage. And it's been I felt a little bit sorry for Reece James because every time he gets himself fit, he gets a little niggle. But then it takes him a while to get back up to his best form. But he's there. He's slowly getting back to what he was when he was on fire. And his delivery. People talk about Trent's delivery, which is magnificent. But also Reece James's delivery is very good too. And he can defend. So to have them going in, not to mention Livramento, who I thought was really good tonight.
As well,
I thought every single one of them played well. Even the subs that came on did really well. Bowen was lively. I thought Rashford looks like his old self. Mm-hmm. He didn't play for that long, but when he gets the ball, you can cut inside, had that great effort. His penalty stuck away with that. I still don't know how they do that no-look thing, but I get why they do. Because if you wait and do look at the keeper long enough, the keeper can't dive early. And therefore, you've got way more of the goal to shoot at. So you'll score. It doesn't even matter if they go the right way because it's too late by the time you hit it. But it takes a pair of cojones grandes to do it. And
it was a great penalty. So all of a sudden, England are going to win the World Cup.
I can't see how we can be beaten now, can you?
2 wins and we're flying. That's it. We're going to win the World Cup.
Yeah, we've beaten the mighty Andorra and Serbia. So who knows? But it is nice to be able to come on here after a game and having enjoyed it. No?
Yeah, I go back to my point. Yeah, I really enjoyed tonight, and I can't remember thinking like that or feeling like that, I should say, too many times over the last few years. I thought it's always, a lot of the time it's slow in the win games and it's, we need to do better at this, we need to do better at that. Yeah. But I thought tonight was, it was really, really enjoyable.
The good thing about it as well, no Phil Foden, no Cole Palmer,
no Jude Bellingham,
no Saka. We've got players, haven't we?
Christ,
finally,
we're blessed with talent, and I've been saying this for years. They've been close, really close. 2 finals, quarterfinals, semi-final. That's 4 tournaments. You keep knocking on the door, and that was like Spain. I remember when their golden era. If you keep knocking on the door, the issue obviously is there are other countries like France produce so many talented players. Spain in particular at the moment will, I think, the team to beat. Argentina will take some shifting in the World Cup. But I think, with the talent and the young talent that England have, if it's not this tournament or the next tournament or the one, I'd be very surprised if England don't win one of the next 3 tournaments. I hope so, because otherwise I might be dead and never see it.
Just before we said that, Micah, you had to get that out, didn't he?
He knew exactly what he was doing. We was at the ready waiting, weren't we?
We're ready pounds.
Oh, well, you never know.
I'm not sure you've got fucking 12 years in front of you, so they better hurry up.
Yeah, I might keel over anyway. You never know, do you? If we get to the final, we go 2-1 up. I might be too much for me at my age.
What grade is he on now?
No, he's been on the 17 for the last 3 years.
It's a par 5, thanks, Freen. I knocked it in the water. I had to take a drop. Dear. You've got to love it. I'll tell you what, let's take a break and then discuss perhaps one or two of the other international games that have been played. And also, there's a little thing about Nottingham Forest we might need to have a word about. Back shortly. Welcome back to The Rest is Football with Alan Shearer, Micah Richards and me, Gary Lineker. International football is what we've been discussing. Good result for England, good performance from England, but a good start too for Scotland. 4 points in their opening 2 games puts them in decent shape to qualify. It's always great if we can get the home nations teams all there.
Say it as if you mean it then.
I just did say it as if I mean it. I was waiting to see if either of you would agree.
That's like the derby games, isn't it? Yeah.
If you play against Scotland, that's entirely different, obviously. But I always wish them well if they're not playing us. Genuinely so. Whereas I'm not sure they would feel the same way towards us.
No, I love the Scots. I play with the Scots. I love them. I watched the game though. I didn't watch when they won. I watched the 0-0 versus Denmark.
Yeah.
That was a hard watch.
I actually really enjoyed the game. I did. It was weird because Scotland just couldn't get out no matter what. And every time they tried to pass, someone would lose it and then they would foul it. And it was just, there was an aggression in the game. But actually, Scotland defended really well when they needed to. It was one of those games, get over there and let's get out. We'll leave with a draw no matter what. They do not score. And obviously, Denmark had some chances. And they had something like, I think it was 73% possession in the game. But in terms of that, rolling your sleeves up and attacking it as a team and defending for your lives, I actually enjoyed the game. I thought there was better in the first half than the second.
Quick quiz question for you. When did Scotland last qualify for a World Cup?
When McCoisty, wasn't it? It was, what year was that?
In France.
That's what he just asked.
1998. 1998.
You're not going to beat me on a bloody quiz, are you? So.
They're long overdue. That'll be, by the time the next World Cup comes around, that'll be 28 years. So,
wow.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, I sat in Scotland last week. I didn't go to the game, but I watched it with a load of Scotsmen watching Rangers v Celtic, and that was dreadful.
Oh, I watched that game. I watched it all.
God, how bad was that?
It was poor. I mean, Rangers were okay in the first half, and the second half was so. I mean, there was nothing, no efforts at goal or anything. No, it wasn't much.
It was awful. Yeah.
On display there. Thankfully, their national team are performing slightly better. Spain, I mean, thrashing Turkey in Turkey as well.
Impressive. Without doubt, they'll be one of the favourites, won't they? They've got some outstanding players. With the success that they've had, they won't be far away, will they, Spain?
Yeah, agreed. Real quality, haven't they? I think with Spain, it's once you get rid of that golden generation, it's what's going to happen next, and it seems as though it's coming again now. Got some really talented players. We know about Lamine Yamal, we know about Williams and whatnot, but Moreno played well, didn't he?
Pedri. Plenty of them.
We've known about these players for a while though now, aren't they? And they're just a quality group. Zubimendi as well, who we see week in, week out now for Arsenal. So in terms of quality of players, individual talent, they're up there as well. Yeah. Definitely agree.
Certainly are. Germany, on the other hand, struggling a little bit. I mean, it's early, and they managed to beat Northern Ireland 3-1, but losing to Slovakia I think that was their third successive defeat.
Yeah, it does not great for Germany, does it? No, when you've been beaten in the way they did. The end performances aren't great, so not all as well there, it doesn't look.
It's only the fourth time they've ever lost a World Cup qualifier.
Yeah, mad, isn't it?
I think they're going through I don't like using the word transition period, but they've got young players coming into the squad now. Vert's got on the score sheet, didn't he, against Northern Ireland as well? Yeah. That'll be good for his confidence. But normally, when you hear a German team, they're all playing at the top level. Now, if you go through their squad, they don't have all the players at Bayern Munich and Dortmund. They're all over the place at this moment in time. I think they're just coming through the next batch of Germany, and I find it difficult to show exactly what they can do.
Well, they've got a great centre forward who's about to score 25 in the Premier League as well for Newcastle.
Well, you didn't say that in the group. I had to fucking tell you who he was.
I was finally chirped up after his 2 weeks of depression following Isak's departure.
Oh, has he left? I wasn't aware that Isak had left. No,
yeah, apparently.
Okay.
Signed for Liverpool, I think.
Yeah, I saw he got on for Sweden as well the last 10 or 15 minutes, didn't he? So, yeah.
As predicted, almost predicted on this podcast, Nottingham Forest have parted ways with Nuno Espirito Santo, probably slightly earlier than we predicted. We did say, didn't we, the first run of bad results, but it was after the first bad result. In comes Ange Postecoglou. It
was only a matter of time, wasn't it? After what Nuno had said in the press conference. So, I was surprised actually he lasted as long as he did. As soon as he said words against the owner or against the club, it was just a matter of time. And it was inevitable. And he's gone and Ange is in, which everyone sort of knew as well. I mean, I think the statement came out just after midnight. And then Ange was appointed, some 8 or 9 hours later. So
I don't know. You predicted immediately, I thought, on our group chat.
Doesn't take a genius to work out, does it?
Well, obviously, if you got it. But what do you make of it? I mean, football's bonkers, isn't it?
I mean,
what a job he did last season. I mean, really?
Just crazy, isn't it?
But I suppose you have fallouts in any business at the top, and it's never the top person that's the most expendable, is it? So, Ange, what do you think?
Big Ange, yes, he's back. He's a quality manager, isn't he? He's won his trophy now at Spurs. Obviously, he would have liked to finish better in the domestic league for Spurs that year. But he's a quality manager. He's won stuff wherever he's been.
No, he has. Second season, don't forget. What I would say, and their success last season was all about being solid at the back and counter-attacking with pace. Ange Postecoglou obviously plays very much differently to that. He likes to play a high line, likes to press really hard.
Not in the final, he didn't.
No, he didn't in the final. But he'd always said before that, this is my way of playing. I enjoy football. I just wonder how he's going to play with Nottingham Forest. Will he revert to his style at Spurs, which obviously in the second season, given they had injuries and stuff, didn't work in terms of a league position. They won a cup, of course. So I think it'd be fascinating to see what kind of tactics he adopts.
Agree, yeah.
I think he's adaptable, Gus. I really do.
Yeah.
I think every manager's got a style of play, but with Ange, I remember speaking to him, I think it was on the Champions League, and he just said, was trying to do one thing, it wasn't working, so we tried something else, and that's what got us success, So, yeah, he's not going to have the players or the caliber of the player he had at Spurs, but he's a manager who knows what he needs and what he wants, and he can adapt. And he's got less pressure at Spurs, maybe from the fans than he would at Spurs, maybe. Although Nottingham Forest had a really good season and they was pushing for Champions League. But if you're being realistic about it, I think it's less pressure for him to do that job. And I think he'll be good with a team that's the underdog.
Yeah, I like Postecoglou. I wish him well.
Can't play that. I don't think play that high line with that squad that he's got there, because they've been used to a certain way of playing, and it's been really successful and they've looked really good. And they are a really good team at that, playing that way. as we saw last season.
They've got a good squad.
They pushed the big boys all the way and had some great results last season into Europe. So I think it'd be really, really interesting to see what he does in going there. And I mean, you mentioned that pressure, Mike. I think managers, I think they just switch off to that, because whatever manager you are of a big football club, and Nottingham Forest are, and Spurs are, and Celtic are, and whatever, you just have to accept it goes with it, So I don't think it affects these managers now.
No, possibly not. I don't know. It's a strange occupation.
It's weird. It's very, very strange. It is mental. It is stupid. I mean,
you go into a job knowing that it's almost certain that you're going to get the sack.
Yeah, well, obviously there's been a fallout in some way between director of football or director of operations, whatever, and Edu and Nuno. And I mean, the man at the front, the man that does all the interviews, the man that coaches the team, the man that gets the results, the man that has to get the relationship with all the players is the one that is the fall guy. It's like it is bizarre at times, isn't it? Yeah,
it's a crazy game. What are you up to? Are you match of the day this weekend or?
No, I'm doing PLP. I'm doing so. Micah, you're doing Super Sunday, aren't you?
Super Sunday, Manchester Derby. Lovely job, please.
Well, coming up, the next episode will be the Rest is Football La Liga, which Alex Alger and myself, we did hopefully a very enjoyable episode about Lamine Yamal and his story and where it might lead to, etc. And then on Friday, you'll get the second half of the Roy Hodgson interview. Thanks for all your kind comments on Roy's interview. He was in good form. Brilliant. And he's fascinating.
You didn't ask him about me, did you? You're not taking to the Euros. You didn't ask him the important questions.
I did,
as a presenter would do.
I did. Had to cut it out because he didn't want you to hear him say you were shit.
That was exactly right, Alan. No, the truth is, I had to leave it out because he went, who? He didn't. Like, I'm joking.
I genuinely think, I swear, when he said something, he sent a message about doing the pod or whatnot, and he said something about Gary and Alan and all that, and he didn't even acknowledge. I don't even actually think he knows you know what I mean? He doesn't know me.
Yeah. I think he went to watch you once and made up his mind.
I think he said, didn't we say about Mike? He went, Michael who?
Well, this episode is obviously with you on Wednesday morning. I'm going to the NTAs tonight. I've been nominated, chaps. Nominated. How about that?
Oh, good luck, guys. Good luck. Fingers crossed.
Come on, guys. Have you got any wind? Have you sent a text out or what to say? I'm only turning up if I'm getting the award.
You can't do that. That's too big time. I think it's the Ant and Deck Award anyway. We know that they've won it for 23 years running. So.
23 years running.
Oh, are you in the same category as those?
Yeah,
unlucky guys.
Best presenter. I know, but never mind. It'd be nice to see them.
I have voted for you though.
Have you?
I have, voted for you, absolutely, yeah. Those two have had enough awards, haven't they? They've won everything for year after year after year. Someone else
bloody boring, isn't it? Yeah.
That's like saying you score goals year after year after year, give it to second place.
You do when you retire, though. When you stop scoring goals, you have to get out. But anyway, it should be a fun night. Looking forward to it.
Yeah, good luck. Good luck.
Thank you very much, chaps. That's it for this episode of The Rest is Football. Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.
Goodbye from me.